So, this is my reaction to the Quick Slices video. Awkward guy gets dumped twice in one day, love is blind. So, let's start without any further ado. This is raw reaction, I think number 90. Let's go.
And stopped thinking about what you told me. And I woke up and I started to feel that I am
Here we go again.
here in this with you, and I
All right, Mason, where are you going with this?
honestly want to trust my feelings and my gut. And
Man, so many people on this show are able to talk so much and say so little. I think
Yeah.
probably more than half the time when someone on this show starts a sentence, they have no idea where they're going with it. They basically just
I'm
rotate
still
between
on 3
seven different
episodes. I have
words.
not
It's
watched
kind
the
of like
rest of
that
the show.
game where
So,
one person starts a word in
whatever
a
he's
sentence and then
saying,
another
this
person
is
says
pretty
the
much
next
new
word,
to me.
and then you just keep going back
Whatever,
and forth. But
he's
one
going to
person
react
doing
to.
that.
I
just have been thinking this morning. I woke up.
Is that a
And
multicolored watch
it's
or
the
is
two
that
of
just
us,
like
and
reflections?
I love you. No, I mean, honestly, Jessica, it would really help if. Wait, is your name Jessica? Honestly, it would really help if you just told me what you like in a man, and I'll just become that. It just kind of saves time, you know. We don't have to do this whole bonding and getting to know each other thing.
every time I think about you, that's where they are.
What? Well, look at her face. She's like, what the fuck are you saying?
Okay. That was an incredible, beautiful piece of poetry. I'm going to hang this up on my wall. I think the reason some of the guys use this verbose language is because they're just trying to find the perfect thing to say.
Yeah, and
instead
they're
of just being
scared.
themselves. So obviously,
They're
the only
scared
normal
about what the
response to what he
response
just
would be.
said is for her to
Or
laugh
they
at him
don't
and be
want to
like,
be
all right,
too
what are you
harsh.
talking about? She tells him that it sounds like he's being unclear and elusive. So he's like, all right, let me be clear. I am thinking.
It's okay. Let me be more.
But just
clear
spare
then.
it out.
Please.
I am committed to you.
Yeah, that's the reaction you want. I'm not a mind reader, but I don't really think she feels the same way. I'm not sure what it is.
My God. Like, maybe I should go to this show. Like, if I said that I liked you to a girl and her reaction is this, I need to get a gun, man. I need to shoot myself then, man. No way. Like, I'm glad they cannot see each other because this is. What?
But something's telling me this. Even when he takes an hour and a half to carefully choose his words, he still says the wrong thing and she gets the ick. And the most hilarious thing is, he's not even committed to her. He only said that because he thinks that's what she wants to hear at this point
Huh?
in time. And it turns out she doesn't want to hear that, so later on
Weirdo.
he tries to backpedal. She tells him that she appreciates him saying that, but she definitely doesn't reciprocate, and then he changes the subject.
Well, now that we got that out of the way, what do you want to eat?
I love cream pies.
Really?
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. My mind cannot adjust. First, we had this awkward weirdo saying a lot of stuff which didn't mean anything, and now I hear that she likes cream pies. Like, my mind can't process this. What, what the hell?
I do too. Let's put it
Ew.
that way.
Yep.
I'm sick right now.
I also like everything that you like. Let's just put it that way. Because
You
I
like cream pies,
woke
brother?
up today and I just. This is only the 4th episode and I'm sick of them already. I'm tired of them and their little notebooks. Can they just meet already? They have nothing to talk about. They have a limited time, such a limited time already, and they still have nothing to talk about. And as is often the case, this guy Mason starts telling 2 different women the same things.
Just wait until I start batting my eyes at you.
Oh my god.
Do a little pouty face.
Oh my god.
So Madison leaves her pod and
Bro,
Sarah's like,
why
"How'd it
does
go?"
he
He's like,
say,
"Oh,
oh my god, like that? That sounds like something that you say in bed. That's fucking. Like, just play the audio without the screen and everything. Like, what do you hear? Like, what is the thing that comes into your mind first?
oh my god, this pod. At first he was my number 1, but then he said he was committed to me, and nobody commits to somebody this quickly. Like, that's a red flag. He should have given it another day. or so, and then maybe I would have been into it. I might rearrange my tier list tonight and see who comes out on top. Maybe make a bracket or two.
I am having feelings for people I've never seen before. It's really
Well,
sad
bro,
watching
that's the
this
concept of the
realize
show.
when Madison and I are talking.
Dude, there's like no chemistry.
But Meg just says exactly what I was about to say.
It's really scary how much chemistry I have with people when I just agree with everything they say all the time. Honestly, it more than scares me. It terrifies me how much chemistry I have with Madison. It straight up shakes me to my core. Somebody should investigate how much chemistry we have. Nobody should ever have this much chemistry with another.
Really weird to have a connection that deep and that close.
Do you think they tell them,
What
hey, you have to
is
sit down
that
and just
deep?
repeat yourself 50 times. Just say the same thing 50 different times, and then you can leave the room. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
he just agrees to everything they say and give vague answers when things are actually important. And just say, oh my god, I agree so much.
want to talk because I'm repeating myself 50 times. There's nothing more to say. I don't know what else to do.
I never came into this thinking that I'd vibe with two girls so well. At the end of this, you have to pick one person to spend the rest of your life with.
Everyone always says this.
I mean,
they're
divorce
I never
exists.
expected to actually meet someone on the show, but I came on here to meet someone. But who would have thought? And all I can think is, have you seen the show? Do you see what it takes to actually fall in love on here? It's not exactly a difficult
Yeah.
process. You just say hi.
And how
my
many
name
of
is
them last
whatever, and
even?
there you
Like
go. We need
two?
to always use the
Max
NPC
3?
comparison, but this really is like if there wasn't enough time to render every conversation on Earth. So with some people, they're like, just throw some shit in there. I don't know, just randomly generated. Who cares? Just have them say some random nonsense. Not everybody needs to say something important. It's not like all the players are gonna approach this guy.
This whole experiment is just crazy to me
Yeah,
because we are out here dating other people.
I know.
I feel like our connection is it doesn't have to be put into words.
They love talking
What
about the
the
experiment,
fuck
and
does
it's
that
funny
mean?
because this aspect of it isn't really any different than regular life. Like the fact that they're seeing other people, if someone's not in a relationship, they may go out on multiple dates until they actually commit to someone. And also, if you are in love with someone, you don't
That's
continue to date the other
kinda
person. You're
weird,
like,
but
"Listen, I'm in love with
kinda
someone
makes
else, but I'm
sense.
also
I don't
trying
know.
to see how things go here. So let's eat some sushi and see what
Deepika
happens." So many
Padukone
guys
and
on the
Ranveer
show will
Singh
fall
be
in love
like,
with like 6 people at once, and then they're like, "What am I supposed to do?" I don't know. Pick someone. Don't tell them all the exact same thing, though. All right. Anyway, let's continue. Let's hear him talk about the experiment and the chemistry, and take 50 million pauses. I'm really excited. Let's do it.
I mean, it's crazy how similar we are. It's crazy.
I know.
It's not at all.
There's no one who I've been able to have conversations with like this.
Oh. So
hmm.
he's saying that there's no one else he's been able
What
to have
about
conversations
Madison?
like this with, but he already committed to Madison. He's just finding slightly different ways to say the same thing about both of them. With Madison, he's like, nobody has been able to make me feel like her. But with Meg, nobody has been able to talk to me the way she has. But with Jessica, nobody has been able to listen to me the way she has. But with Angela, nobody has been able to scream at me the way she has.
Just insane to actually have someone like you. It's crazy to me. Just crazy to me. I mean, it's crazy how
Bruh.
crazy.
I know.
All right, as you can see,
Super
things are getting pretty
crazy.
crazy over here. So we're going to move on. Now we're going to talk about this guy, Alex.
Oh,
and
no.
after the last video I made, it was brought to my attention that there are currently a bunch of allegations against this guy. Some really not so good stuff. In fact, it's incredibly serious. Much more than I expected when I began making this video series. I'm not going to get into it too much because there are much better channels that have gone into a lot more detail and have done a lot of research. So I'm going to link a video in the description of this video. Even though it sounds like these allegations are very credible and should not be ignored, we also have to remember that they still are just allegations at this point. But either way, I don't really trust this guy, and I didn't like him from the beginning, so I'm just gonna make fun of him.
I would love to have a house.
Yeah, I think you need a house.
I think we need a house.
I think we might need a house.
Which it sounds like crazy to say, but
That's just like so weird.
it is.
You know, like in the best way.
It's crazy, yeah. I'm like talking to a wall right
I was just
Yes, you're
noting down
talking
their
to a wall.
names.
We
I
get
have
it,
forgotten
okay?
it.
We get it. We understand. There's a wall between the two of you. You can't see each other. We've covered it, all right? What next? I agree that it's crazy, okay? It's very crazy. It's wild. It's insane. You guys have a connection. All right, okay. We've covered it. Can you get married, please? I don't know how many more adjectives for this experiment and these pods and the wall.
Yeah,
you guys
man,
can
they
come up
do
with
just
before you
get
just
stuck in a
married.
rot
Obviously, we've
sometimes.
come a long way, but you were my number
Just
one.
reverberating conversations.
Day one.
No way!
That's so crazy. I'm like literally giddy.
I know,
I'm like
I don't
literally
even know if I'm gonna be able to
Kitty.
sleep tonight.
I know, same.
It's like weird that like I just can't
I
like
know,
just touch
same.
you and like.
I want to touch you, but I can't because there's just like this wall
Yeah,
here or
wall.
something. I wish
We
this
are on
wall
Love is
wasn't here,
Blind
but it's
promotion.
here. Maybe there's a way to make it not here anymore. Maybe we could like meet in person. Is that allowed? You know what, Alex? I love you so much that I don't even care if this wall is here. I'm just gonna sprint headfirst into the wall. Whatever happens, happens. I don't even care. I love how so many couples on this show are constantly talking about what it's gonna feel like to see each other, but the only reason they're not seeing each other is because they're still talking to other people. Otherwise, when you
Yeah.
decide on one person, you propose to them and then you meet face to face.
Yeah, yeah, all of them are playing each other in some way or lying each other because they're like, I want to meet you so much, and then they kind of say the same thing to the other person, or they really don't mean that because they're still seeing other people in the show. Oh my god, who does this? Who does this?
Uh-oh, Mason's jealous. He knows what's going on. Who the hell are those guys? Who are... So yeah, Alex is very happy because Madison has now committed to him, meaning she has to go break up with Mason, who committed to her in the beginning of this video. Have you followed any of that? Because I definitely didn't for way too long. I don't know who was talking to who. It didn't matter how many times I had seen these people. Trying to remember their names and who was talking to who, I practically needed a bulletin board. I'm not even kidding when I say that I haven't seen these two except for this one moment right here. Who did the casting for this show? They picked like 50
Yeah, man,
people,
it's
and we
so
still end up staring at
embarrassing
Mason and
for the
Alex, the
guys
two most boring
because
people
these
on the
guys must
planet.
have
This
thought
next
they'll
part
be
is
on
so
the show
funny
too.
because Mason goes into his date with Madison expecting things to go well, and he brings her he brings her something as an inside joke, but it's really awkward because she's only there to break up with him.
What do they got on your side?
The cream pie.
You like that?
I just think that maybe this is not our story.
Bro, just break up.
So she tells Mason that she got there faster with someone else, and also that she
Losing
wasn't
my
into
mind
it when
over
he
here.
said that he was committed to her. So then he tries to
Look at his
backpedal and say
face.
that he didn't really mean
Quick
he
Slice
was committed
has
to her yet, as
paused
if
at the
that's
right
gonna help.
moment.
He clearly realizes that it was a turnoff for her when he said that, so he thinks maybe if he acts like he's less committed, she'll be more into him. It's wild.
I feel like I added some unnecessary pressure when
Bruh, just take
told
the
you
L
that
and move
I,
on.
like, was
Just
committing
take
to.
the L and move
when I said
on,
it,
bruh. Don't be desperate. Just
I
take
don't
the
know
L
if it
and
felt
move on.
right.
Oh, it didn't feel right. Okay, wow, how
Bro,
convenient.
look at her.
You can't really just take that back, and also if you do, now it seems like you weren't being genuine at all, and you're just saying that because you thought that that's what you wanted to hear at the time, and now you realize, oh wait, she didn't want to hear that. Oh, I take it back. Never mind. What do you want? What do you want me to say? Just tell me. Whether it's now or before, this guy clearly has not been honest about his opinions because it's really convenient that now all of a sudden things didn't feel right when she chose someone else.
I mean, I don't know why you would say that if you didn't mean it. You're still dating two people at this point, you know?
Yeah.
And so
Now,
that, but you didn't
now
mean it.
he's just a
Madison, think
fuck
about our
boy in
chemistry.
her
It's
in her
crazy.
eyes.
And I kind of
It's
Oh, not her
crazy,
eyes, her
Madison.
ears,
So at
because
this
she
point,
can't see
Mason is
him.
beginning to crumble because it's obvious that she's not falling for his nonsense, and he can't just backpedal and say that he didn't mean to commit to her. As if, how would that help anyway? Even if she was turned off by that, now you're gonna backpedal. It just exposes you for not being honest. And since Mason is still talking to Megan, it's pretty obvious at this point that he's gonna go running to her and be like, "Oh, it was you the whole time."
You know, Meg and I did talk. I think you kind of just, tried to keep two good things going at once, and
Double
I
timing.
might have lost both of them.
Just crazy to me.
So Mason stands up, he gathers his breakfast very sadly, and he leaves the room, never to be seen again. Until a few minutes later, when he was in the pods talking to Megan. Oh, guess what? Suddenly now he realizes Megan is the right choice, and she has been all along, and it's crazy to him. It's so crazy. He just realized that they have the perfect connection, and he's meant to be with her. But luckily, she sees right through him, and she can tell that he only wants to be with her now because Madison just broke up with him. He tells Megan that initially he did commit to Madison, but that it didn't feel right, and now he's just confused. And she's like, wait, were you confused before or after she said that she was with Alex?
It just did not feel right.
Yeah,
I
she's
couldn't
like,
say
I
to-
know you're
to the one
bullshitting me,
person.
bruh.
I felt really confused.
You clearly are very confused, I'll give you that.
Did you feel confused though before or after you found out that she was with Alex?
just crazy to me.
I was confused before. Honestly, I've been confused since I walked in this pod. I've been confused my entire life. But you know what I'm not confused about? You know what I know? That it's
You.
crazy to me what you and I have. You and I, me and you. Us. Before I got here, I had never spoken to another human being. Period. As soon as I talked to you and I pointed out the fact that there was a wall between us, I was in love. I was head over heels.
How would I know if I was your number one that you would pick if now I'm just here by default?
There is no one here that made me feel genuinely like myself the way that you have.
Bruh, at least try to fake it in a proper way. Like your voice. Beba, your voice tells her that you don't mean that shit at all. Like that voice is after you have, rubbed one out and you're getting the post nut clarity. Like that is what you sound like. Can't even fake it properly.
I mean, I can't even explain how happy you've made me.
Like the
Listen,
grudge
Megan,
ghost.
nobody here has made me genuinely feel like myself. Not even the person that I said I was gonna commit to for the rest of my life. She didn't make me feel like myself. Why did I say I was gonna commit to her?
Meg, you were my first date in the pods, and I put a 10 down.
Dun,
right next to your
dun.
He
name.
put a 10 down.
That's
No way.
why.
Fucking girl got a 10.
Is he gonna conjure
Rest
up some
in
tears? Come on, let's get
peace.
the tears flowing, man. You wanna win the Academy Award here. This guy is just like Leo from the last season. When things aren't going his way, he just starts swearing and saying the F word constantly to emphasize his point. And yeah, I know this isn't Leo, okay? I didn't have a picture of him anymore. What do you want me to do? I'm just gonna use this guy. If you forgot, Leo was the guy who was like, oh my god. And he's also getting intimate with a stool.
A 10 down. Right next to your name. And no other fucking girl got a 10.
Get
You have
the
no
time
idea.
out.
No other girl got a fucking 10. I wrote a fucking 10 next to your
My
name the
God.
first day. I could just be making
Fucking
this up for all you know, and you'd have no
teenage
clue.
behavior
Meg, nobody
here.
else has been able to
Teenage
make
line.
me feel the way you have. It's crazy. It's crazy, Meg. You know what? Give me that stool.
You've always been my number one.
Yeah, that's been my
So yeah,
number
there
one.
it is. That's how Mason got dumped by two different girls in one day. But it's okay because it's crazy. So yeah, I don't really know what to believe with this guy. Him saying that she's always been his number one is not going to help him at all because it's very obvious that's not the case. So it just seems like you're being more disingenuous. It's kind of funny because he seemed like he was super confident when he thought he had both girls on the hook, sort of. And then they both dumped him at the same time and he was desperate trying to get both of them back. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like this.
So that was my reaction to the quick slices video. What did you think about his video and my reaction to it? Give your feedback in the comments below. So if you like this type of content, like this video, share and subscribe. Hit the notifications button as well. If you don't like this type of content, share it with those who do like this content. My social media platforms links, which are my Twitter/X account and my Instagram account, are in the description below, so go follow me on that. My UPI ID, which is shabboy@okicici, is in the description too, so go donate any amount of money which can help me make YouTube a permanent career option. So that was it for me for today. So thank you, goodbye, alvida.